Morning everyone, it's Rachel here, and I didn't think I was going to get a video done today, but here I am. And I'm just going to decorate the cover of these journals that I've been working on. They probably will be spoken for because I've got quite a long list. So when I finish them, I'll photograph them and contact the first ladies on my list. If they don't want them or don't answer me within, a certain amount of time, then I offer them to the next person and so on down the list. So what I'm thinking of, I really love these covers. The spine is in fairly good condition. It's not cracking or anything like that. It's also been covered, as I normally do, with a fabric just in there to, reinforce it. And then I've done the hidden spine with the exposed toile there. Really happy with how they turned out. I've nearly finished filling all the pockets and decorating them. So I've just been going through all my things and remembering all this stuff that I've made. So there's quite a lot to revisit in the 100-day project. But for today, I thought we'd revisit decorating covers. So I have a third journal that Carmen, if you're interested in it, was going to be for you. And that one I've got to cover the spine. So I don't know if we'll get to that one, but we'll have a look because I've only got half an hour, 40 minutes. Right, so with this one, there's a little bit of damage up there. So I was thinking I've got this lovely piece of embroidery here that was in the embroidery kits. I don't have any more of those. I have to collect up more embroideries to be able to make those again. I was going to put this piece of lace. That's the great way there, sort of thing. And then have this under there. So, but I want some stitching. So what I think I might do, I'm just thinking, do I want to do... I don't think I've got my plain thread up here, but I could find some somewhere else. Let me see. No such luck. Everything's downstairs because I thought I fancied doing some stitching and it hasn't happened, but everything is downstairs except for my needle. My lovely needle roll that Pam made. Oh, crazy. That Pam made me. And it just comes with me everywhere. Right. So what will I do? I want to attach them along here and here, and then I was going to have a look at laundry labels, so maybe I'll grab a pin would be good. I'm a bit lost today. Woke up, I've still got a headache. One of those days where you wake up with a headache and not feeling like a happy Joe happy. I'm just not a happy Joe happy today. Not like angry or anything like that, just off. Okay, so we'll put that there. And I've got my regular sewing threads. Let's see if I've got one the right colour. Oh, wouldn't you know? Look, these are just, sewing machine threads. And no. That one's unravelling. I've got white. I'll just use white. I don't like white. Like white thread, I would usually use an off-white, as I don't enjoy using black either. I would use a dark brown or a really dark blue instead of black. Okay, well, that'll do. Okay, right. Get some thread. So my first goal is just to hold it all together. I don't like this needle, it's very short. For some reason, I just don't fancy it at all. So, I feel like if you put some little stitches in there, it just, and we will be gluing, but it does hold it better together. I love recycling all these things. I will then take my embroidery floss, I think, and I don't know whether I'm going to do a whippy sort of stitch, like an overcast stitch, or whether I'm going to do a running stitch. We shall see. Whoops. I'm just going to go across and attach this. Now, when you're doing this kind of stitching where it's very carefully overlapping things, always when you get to a certain point, put it down, and I should have my felt mat, shouldn't I? Put it down and just readjust and make sure everything's in the place that you want it, that it's not jiggling about. I know I say that a lot, but it's very important, because otherwise you'll find, and I mean, even though you do it, you still stitch things on wonky. Well, I do. It's very simple, bit of lace, bit of ticking, and a bit of embroidery. Really nice combination. Give it a go. So I'm going to end that off. It's not easy. And now you see, I notice I'm stitching very slowly. Because it's a little bit fiddly, in the sense that it moves about. I don't want to mess up my composition. Okay, and now I need to stitch that bit down there. If I have to go and get Lulu, let me check the time, 7 minutes. I may, I haven't finished, I'll come back. So I'm just going to make sure it was looking like I was going to be stitching. I would have stitched it like that, and I prefer it like that. Just adds that nice touch to what you're doing, doesn't it? And add a bit of textile. Now I just wanted to see my box in the cupboard over there. I'll just have to stand up and get it for a second. I just wanted to see if I had any stamped fabrics before I do anything. See, I had this, but I don't want to put, well, I don't mind that, but I don't want to put a flower with a flower, if you know what I mean. Like if I had a bee, that would be perfect, wouldn't it? But I don't think I've got anything in here. Let's have a look. Not much. Oh, but we do have scripty-doo things. I love that stamp. That's a Cavallini stamp. Oh, I love that. But it's not Paris. It's all Italy, so I can't do that one. It's Italy. Got Italy there. I bet you I don't have a... I do have a bee, but it's a very big bee. It's... Oh, this is Aosia's bee. Oh, it's pretty, though. We might do the bee. What about the bunny? The bunny's cute, too. But that would be more Easter. Well, not necessarily. It's not an Easter bunny, that one, but you know what I mean. Probably keep that for then. That's my only bee, so maybe we'll do that. I had another bee, but I haven't stamped it, obviously. Okay, I need to do some more fabric stamping. Okay, we'll do the bee. I think the bee's going to be good, but I'm going to trim it down just a little bit more. I was looking for, oh, this, I might have enough of this thread actually. I was looking for this one, I've lost it. Must be around somewhere. It's my favourite blue. I call it like a French blue. Okay. And I'm going to stitch that on there, I think. Or I bring it down a bit lower. No, I liked it there where they meet. Let's put a pin in, just to be sure. And I am just going to running stitch around it. I'd like to whip stitch around it or overcast, but because I'm stitching it onto lace, it's better to do it this way because you don't have a lot to grab onto. Excuse me. Nope, that's not going to work holding it like that. Now see, I'm not stitching it onto anything here, but I can pretend. You could make these things, you could pre-prepare them and then just adapt them. You know, just find a journal that they would work on. They could even go on the edge of a page, that would be pretty as well. Okay. So, I mean, no, I like it more here. That's going to go there. What else did I have? I put that, that's not it. Oh, here. I pulled out my labels, my laundry labels. I wondered, I'm not sure if I would like, oh, it would be cool if I had a 22, but I don't. Not sure if I might like one of these. No, I think it might be, oh, I don't mind it up there. Not the E, maybe we'll choose something else. Not that it really matters. I don't know who it's going to, so I don't really know. And I might not, probably wouldn't have those. Yeah, I think I'll put that on. I think I'm going to just stitch that on with the plain thread. It just fills in that little gap there. If I can get my needle in there. Oh, there we go. And then I'll just do the whip stitch or the overcast stitch to hold it in place here. I know I'll be going onto the lace, that'll be fun. It's very thick label. The pin doesn't want to go into it. I'm going to stab myself, I know. That's not going to stitch onto anything, so I'm just going to jump. That's what I mean, it's not fun going through lace, but it will glue down because I'll be putting plenty of glue afterwards. So I'll just come over here. I mean, I could have glued it on, but I just never quite sure fabric on fabric how that's going to fare. I much prefer to be sure and stitch it. I also like the look of the stitching. You can see the little stitches in there. You know, it gives you that handmade, further handmade aspect, additional handmade aspect, I should say. Hopefully you can see. I've moved my arm up as high as it will go. It won't go any higher than that. So that's it. I can't go any higher until I'm back in my place. I'm going to have it. I want to have a shelf near where I'm working on the side, because I'm going to work to one side of my table. That will go across the window, and I'm going to have a shelf, and that's where I'll attach the arm. So that way, like when I'm gluing and things like that, it won't be shaking. Because I see it does get a little wobble sometimes when I'm gluing things and being a bit vigorous. And also it'll be a little bit higher, so I can bring it up and down when I need to go in close or not. So that's going to glue on there. Oh, isn't that pretty? I'm really pleased, because I was sort of been procrastinating about these covers the last few days, thinking I don't know what I want to do. I sort of eyeball where I'm going to put my glue. I need to come across here a little bit. I probably shouldn't touch this glue. I think I had a bit of a reaction once. Although I do wonder, because it hasn't come back again. So I don't know. I'll just put a little bit of glue there. And then I'll put more where I need it. I did want to smoosh it there a little bit. Where's my thing? Oh, I think I put it over there. Well, I'll smoosh and then I'll clean my thing with the... I don't like it to be all... I like to smooth it over where the lace is going to be especially. So that way it... you know, you don't have mounds of glue where there's no lace, where the holes are. That's what I'm trying to say. So, and well, look at that, I need more. I haven't gone over far enough, but that's okay. You can add more afterwards. Just stick that. And then I go like this. Bit more. It does stick very well. It doesn't come off. I can tell you that. I've tried to, you know, maybe reposition something once it was dry, and well, it was with my PVA glue, and there was no removing it. Like it would have ripped all the cover off. A bit down there. That's how I deal with the fact that I'm gluing down lace and an odd shape, is I put some in the main part and then come back and put glue under the bits that are missing it. Because we don't want it to come off. Well, it won't come off, but you know what I mean. We don't want lifting off bits to there. Oh, and I glued that one down pretty well. There we go. I love that. Very pleased with how that one turned out. Now we'll go to the next one. Really nice. Pretty. Okay, and got lovely spine. It's really nice spine. Love the grunge on the back. Okay, and then inside you're hopping into here, and oh yeah, that's good. So I've got a few more to fill in there, as I said, but made a good start. Okay, the next one. So this one here, I'm going to do a similar type thing. I sort of already figured it out, because otherwise I'm jumping up and down on my chair, guys, if you're wondering what I'm doing. I did sort of figure it out, because sometimes it's a bit, I don't know, sometimes you go on camera and you think, oh, I don't know if I can figure that out on camera. I want this one to hang down a bit. This was just a scrap that was in my drawer. And then I got this, and I want some ticking. So they're all going to attach to each other like that. I think that's going to be really pretty. And or we'll put a stamped something, or we'll put maybe just a laundry label. We'll decide. So what I need to do is stitch this to that. And the reason why I want to stitch it, as I said before, is I want it. I don't like that needle very much. I think I'll get a different one. I want it to just to be sure that it stays. It's an awful thread. Don't like the thread either. It's our cheapo thread that I must have bought somewhere in desperation many moons ago. Okay, so let's just grab our pins. And again, I'm just going to go, just to kind of do a little bit of any, oh my goodness, you've seen I've got a knot. We don't need a knot. We're in a hurry. People don't want to stay here all day, and I've got to go and get Lulu soon. She's getting out earlier today because her prof's not there. Right. Now today I am planning on working on my the lace document journal, guys. I've got you there hanging in limbo waiting to get on with that, and we really need to get on with it. So I promise I'm going to work on that today. Well, I shouldn't make promises. So that way we can go ahead with the videos and get it finished. Okay. Right. I will say, I don't normally talk about these things. I will say, I just wanted you to know that my state of mind, I haven't been coping well with what's happening in Europe. I've been feeling, in the Ukraine, I've been feeling really sad about it. And I might be banned from watching the news. That my husband might be banning me from it because it's upset. I'm getting upset. It's very sad and scary and sad. So I think Steffi said to me this morning, because I was a bit teary, a bit headachy and a bit teary, and he said to me, you're not allowed to watch the news, and why don't you just go and make fun things and stop thinking about it, because you can't do anything right now. Okay, right, let's put this here. This one I'm going to stitch around. I think I might, now I'm feeling like I might like to stitch in beige, or do I want to stitch in navy blue? No, I think I want to stitch in navy blue. I'm a navy blue girl. I'm wearing navy blue. Right, come on, out you come. There we go. Oh, I love these colours. They're like my favourite. I just love them. I love the combination of these colours. Green, blues, ticking. Well, that ticking's not a colour, but it's blue ticking. And the whites and the cream, off-whites. I won't say cream because cream to me is a bit more yellowy. Got that bodgy needle again. So here we are going to do running stitch again. Will I attempt? No, it's probably always don't. I always think, oh, I'll just do it without putting a pin in. And then if I do that, you know what happens? I go right off. Will I whip stitch around this one? Maybe I'll, no, I'm going to running stitch. Keep it neater. Decisions. Oh my word, what's going on here? Oh, I'm really pleased that we're doing this. I hope you don't mind doing this. I think it can, if you've got a lovely cover, but you just want to add something to the cup. Some covers are just so lovely. You don't even need to add anything to them. But sometimes just adding a little something is really nice. I used to put, printed out images, but I would spray them because I've got an inkjet printer. So I would spray them with an acrylic fixative, a spray fixative. You just look up acrylic spray fixative. It's what artists use, I think, sometimes to, fix the colour on their paintings and things, make sure nothing happens. And I would spray the images and then, maybe put some music paper behind. If you go back in really old videos, that's what I was doing. But now I'm really liking sort of just having this little element of textile on the lovely covers. Okay, I've gone quiet while I concentrate. I think I've always been a navy blue girl ever since I was young. I've always worn lots of navy blue. Okay, so it doesn't take long. It's just that little extra bit. It's going to have glue, so you don't need to worry about it too much on the back. And I'll just stick that in there, and let's just see, do we want anything else? We may not on this one. We might like I say we, but I'm deciding, aren't I? Some sort of laundry tag. Here's a big one. They always look, I don't know, it's just that little pop of red. They always look really nice. I've always loved these, but no, I don't think it really goes with this composition. Could go, actually I like it there. I'll have to get that podgy thread again. Yep, I think I'll put it there, and I'm not going to put any bees or bunnies or anything else, just that. Okay, so let's stitch this one. This won't be, I could just stitch it. Please don't unthread, we don't have time for that. Okay. Oh, wouldn't you know? If I'm late, Lulu will just have to wait. There's normally the most terrible crowd and traffic jam at 1 o'clock. We don't normally collect her at 1, it's normally 2. And it's only her school, but there's that where she goes to school, there's a whole lot of high schools. And at 1 o'clock, there's like 3 getting out, so you can imagine the craziness there. Okay, end that off over here without, be careful not to pull it. Okay. And I'm going to put that there. So we need to do the glue smooshing. It's got to go down there. Hopefully I didn't get it all over my little pinky finger. Had not a very nice reaction to it. I don't know if it was that. I was downstairs also ironing a lot of fabrics, which is a bit of a shock to me. And it could have been that, because I sort of noticed it when I was downstairs that time. And I wondered whether it was could have been something to do with the heat coming from the iron. Because I was there for quite a long time. I'd washed a whole lot of hemp sheets and things ready to cut up. And so, yeah, I was there for quite a few hours, I think, doing that. I did take my iPad down and watch YouTube while I was doing it, because otherwise it would have been incredibly boring. So you just keep adding it until you feel like you've stuck it down well enough. That's better. Okay, and that is that one done. Right, well, that is my 100-day project today. Finishing off those covers. I do have one more, but I won't get that done now because I haven't decided. I'll just grab it and show you. So Carmen, as I said, this will be for you if you would like it. I haven't done the covered spine. This was just covers. It didn't have a spine. I made really big ones this time. Lots of pages in them. Yep, so I have to cover that one. I was thinking I might cover it with some sort of embroidery, but I'm not sure. I need to have a look around and do that. Where's the other one? But we've done these, and they are, we'll move that one out of the way. They are lovely, and I'm really pleased with those. So I'm going to take some photographs when I come back from collecting Lulu and send them to the ladies and see if anyone answers me, if they want them. If not, they will go in my shop, but I think they will be spoken for. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.